Hello and welcome to Barristars Podcast, a show about coffee-infused education. Today, I'll be talking about kids, books and the internet. It is a podcast based on one volume of National Geographic junior books I have gathered.
Kids can really make you rethink how you help people understand things. I bought a collection of National Geographic books for my kids to read and be fascinated about the world around them. As I look through the 25 books, I find myself struggling at which book to show my son, 3 years old, first. I took something familiar like aeroplanes and koalas for him begin with. There's a lot of whys in his stage of life now. It's enjoyable, yet I find myself struggling to some questions, especially when he's only 3 years old. Here are some samples of the whys that exist. He asked, "Why do World War II planes have teeth on the front?" I answered, "They are to warn the bad people that they are just as scary too." Then he asked, "Why koalas only eat eucalyptus leaves and not meat?" I replied, "Some animals eat specific things and koalas like eucalyptus leaves. Eating chicken will make them sick." One of his last few questions was, "Why some cargo aeroplanes have 6 engines?" I replied, "Because these aeroplanes carry so many heavy things and they need more engines to fly up high." I didn't do well the first time going through the book. After he slept, I had to do some mini research with Google before coming back to him the next day reading the same book again. What are the important learning points for me? Firstly, I found clarifications an important process in learning. It applies to work as well. As my son tries to reiterate his understanding of the koalas and aeroplanes that I am introducing him in the book, I needed to be present and address any misconceptions mentioned. In my professional career, I discovered that teaching my kids helped me understand that when I communicate with my colleagues, it was always important to seek clarifications, so all of us are on the same wavelength. Sometimes, clarifying a misconception is just a phone call away. Secondly, I found myself discovering more about koalas, from koalas being marsupial. Marsupials refers to animals that keep their babies in pouches. I learned that koalas' main diet are eucalyptus leaves, and discovered how they sleep in weird positions. Koalas don't lie down to sleep, instead, they grapple onto branches to sleep. I understood how we live for discovering new things all the time. Books combined with reliable sources from the internet are powerful tools for teaching and learning. Lastly, all I wanted to say is, you're never too old to learn kids' stuff. There's always something to learn every day. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining us today on Barristars Podcast. Make sure to visit our website and follow us on social media. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. Be sure to tune in for our next episode. See you next time.